Today, we're going to dive into a new playbook for something I think a lot of us deal with, that tricky thing we call tech time between parents and their kids, especially their daughters. So does this question just hit a little too close to home? You know that feeling, right? It's Friday afternoon, and you're already kind of bracing for that weekend tug of war over the phones and the tablets. But what if we've been looking at this whole thing completely backwards? What if the screen isn't actually the bad guy here? Maybe, just maybe, the real issue is how we're using it. Okay, so let's just start by acknowledging a feeling that pretty much every parent knows. After a long week of work, screens for you and homework screens for them, the very last thing you want is, well, more digital burnout. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's that feeling of being totally swamped by notifications and pixels, and all you want to do is protect your family time from all that noise. But what if we don't have to run from it? What if instead we could just redefine it? And that's where we get to flip the script. Instead of seeing tech as this thing we have to constantly limit and police, what if we saw it as a wide open space of possibility? You know, like a new kind of playground? I love this metaphor. It's so powerful. Think about it. That same creative spark that had us building epic Lego castles or drawing our own comic books, it's the exact same thing that drives kids today. They're just using different tools. They're building in Minecraft or coding simple games. It's all creativity. And this right here, this is the whole game. The problem isn't the screen itself. It's when we get stuck in that mindless, passive consumption lane. The goal is to shift gears over to active, hands-on, collaborative creation. And there it is, the big aha moment. The issue isn't that the technology showed up, it's that we as parents kind of checked out. But by stepping back in, not as a warden, but as a playmate, you can totally change the entire dynamic. So, this brings us to the solution, this idea of the magic of co-creation. And listen, this is not about you suddenly becoming a coding expert or a tech tutor. It's about becoming a co-pilot on a really fun journey of discovery. And get this, there's actually some cool psychology behind why this works. It's a concept called joint attention. When you and your daughter are both staring at the same screen, laughing at the same silly glitch, your brains are literally syncing up. Every single one of those "oh, I get it" moments is strengthening not just her brain, but your emotional bond. This tiny little change in wording, it changes absolutely everything. It flips the power dynamic from you being the teacher to you being collaborators. It says, hey, I don't have all the answers either, but I am so excited to figure them out with you. And this is a perfect example of how easy it is to start. You don't need some fancy robotics kit. All you need is a free drawing app and a shared sense of humor. The goal isn't to draw a perfect monster. It's the shared laughter when you both decide to name it Fluffzilla the Fearsome Coder. Now, for any parent out there who's thinking, but I'm not tech savvy enough for this quote is for you. Not knowing is actually your superpower. Seriously. It shows your kid that learning isn't about having all the answers. It's a lifelong process of just asking questions. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let's run through a few quick project ideas that can help your family make that jump from being passive consumers to active creators. Okay, first up, try a super simple free tool like Scratch. You're not writing lines of code, you're just dragging these colorful blocks around to make a character do a silly dance. It's basically powerful problem solving, all disguised as fun. Or how about this? Use an AI tool like ChatGPT as your creative sidekick. Come up with a prompt together, like write a story about a brave girl named, and then you get to edit and shape the story. It's a great way to teach that AI is a tool you can guide, not just some magic box. If your daughter is into games like Roblox or Minecraft, try shifting from just playing in those worlds to actually building them. Design a tiny little world with a secret hidden door or a talking pig. You're turning consumption into creation. Or you could just dive into digital art. Use a simple drawing app to design a totally imaginary robot pet. What does it do? What's its personality? It's such a fantastic way to mix visual creativity with storytelling. But at the end of the day, it's really important to remember what you're really building here. This isn't just about learning to code or making digital art. It's about something way, way deeper. And this quote just gets right to the heart of it. The skills are going to change, the software is going to be obsolete in a few years, but the mindset you're building, that love of being curious, of asking questions, of trying again when things break, that is going to last a lifetime. So these are the real takeaways. The technology is just the car you're driving. The destination? It's a stronger connection, it's resilience that you build from joyful failure, and it's the confidence for your daughter to see herself as someone who can shape her world, not just consume it. And if you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this right here. Don't worry about getting it right. Honestly, the best moments are going to happen when the animation glitches out or the robot just spins in circles. Perfection is not the goal. Playing together is. So, we'll end with this question for you to think about. Because one day, she's not going to just remember some weekend project. She's going to remember this story, the story you created together, side by side.